Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashim and this video is going to feature 3 workouts that bring this 10-day training rotation to an end. You guys and girls will be viewing my second bench press workout where I'm doing band resisted work, an extra workout where I'm doing a pushing exercise, a pulling exercise and a squat. And the final workout is going to be a deadlift day where I'm pulling against bands, and the structure of that workout is very similar to the bench press day. These workouts fall at 12 seconds, 2 minutes and 46 seconds and 4 minutes and 28 seconds into this video respectively. So if you want to skip all of my explanation and you don't want to watch all the videos, then you can just skip to each of the workouts. At 12 seconds, 2 minutes and 46 seconds and 4 minutes and 28 seconds. So let's start off with this. There was slow progress on bench press day because all I managed to squeeze out was another rep with 85 kilos against bands. The rest of the workout was the same as last week. I think repping out 100 kilos is getting difficult for me. It felt difficult, and this usually happens to me when I cover new ground. Initially the weights feel good, like when I have a new breakthrough. For example, this 100 kilos is a breakthrough, so whenever this type of stuff happens, I initially feel good because it's a bit of a struggle, and then there's a bit of a struggle period, and if I'm able to just grind through that struggle time, I will own this weight like never before. Usually at the end of the struggle period, I like to hit some personal records, so expect something cool in a short while. I'm hoping to crush 110 kilos or so, or something like that, which will be just amazing. One aspect of this that is helping me is that I'm doing those pauses at the end of every set, so the bottom of the movement is hopefully going to be strong even when it comes to max out day, because right now the bottom feels strong like never before. Because of my shoulder injuries, the bottom has always been very painful. Right now it's not. It's probably my strongest. Anyway, 95 kilos, 100 kilos as well. Bottom is not a problem. But I do need to put in some static holds at the top just to get used to a heavier weight. I can very well imagine that I will unrack a new weight and I'll panic and I'll fail the lift, and I don't want that to happen at all. After bench, I took a few days off for the weekend. I didn't really feel like training, so I didn't really do any training. There's no real excuse for this. So I put in a session on Monday anticipating a deadlift workout to happen on Tuesday night. That didn't happen. It's been happening with deadlifts that everything gets pushed back. But on Monday, just to keep the body moving, I did some squats, dips and pull-ups. Until this point, I had not hit my 1 rep max on Anderson back squats in this rotation. So I took this as an opportunity to nail 175 kilos, which felt really good. I know you guys are probably wondering that if you were expecting to do heavy deadlifts the next day, was it wise to do squats the day before? This works for me, and it might not work for everyone, and I don't think it will. My own trainees don't do stuff like this, but for me it really helps. All this extra squatting, all this heavy regular squatting that I'm doing is making my hips nice and tight, and when I bring my deadlifts, I feel very strong off the floor, very, very stable, and I haven't felt that way in forever, so I'm gonna keep doing this. What is surprising though is that in this workout, my knees were in pain during the warm-ups and the first rep with 145 kilos. After that, it was smooth sailing. So with all the heavy squatting that I'm doing every workout, it is normal to feel knee discomfort off and on. And usually it goes away once free squats rotate back around. All this Anderson work tends to catch up to me. For example, the last rotation of 10 days, I had Anderson front squats, and this rotation is Anderson back squats. So both of these things put together, 20 days in a row, Anderson squats in general, it tends to mess me up. Now next rotation, I have regular front squats, so expect this pain to not repeat itself. For the record though, after deadlifts on the last day of this workout, on the last day of this rotation, there was no knee pain at all, like zero. So this pain comes and goes, it isn't constant, and when it will repeat itself, I'll just ease off the intensity for a workout or two. That's what I think I'm going to do. It's just a simple fix. I might also roll a tennis ball across my IF bands because I want to avoid foam rolling. I get scared of that shit with the injuries that I've had in the past, so I'm going to avoid that. But I don't think it's going to get this bad that it'll need to be addressed with any of this stuff. It's just backup plans. But you should expect me to wear sleeves every so often. I don't want to get it to become a regular occurrence, but I will indulge myself off and on with my old APT sleeves soon, knee sleeves. Before I talk about gear, let me get my explanation on deadlifts out of the way. I reduced the volume on band resisted deadlifts from 18 reps to 15. However, I bumped up the intensity by doing another set with 185 kilos at the end for a single. Slow and steady progress is all I need. this small drop in intensity in volume is important because I needed to put in that extra. I wanted to work with heavier weights, so I'm hoping that I will be able to keep building volume with 185 kilos, and I am gonna keep doing that, keep pushing for more and more reps with the same set of weights every workout till I can do no more. But it's going to be a slow thing. So like next week I'll try to get 2 reps a double instead of a single at the end, then maybe turn that into a triple, then maybe turn this double that I have with 160 kilos into a triple, and then I'll just have basically 6 triples, and that will take me back to 18 reps total, which will be cool because my average workload is going to, my average working weight is going to be much more. So that's going to be definite progress. But I expect that I'll be exhausted, and then at some point I'll not be able to make any more changes. Then we're going to come to that point and we'll decide what to do when that happens. The band resisted deadlifts felt great, even though I struggled like mad on that last 185 kilo single. You guys are going to see that. It was brutal. But they felt so good that when I moved over to regular deadlifts, even after warm-up singles with 195, 205 and 215, I felt amazing lifting 225 kilos for 3 reps. I know the video might look like I struggled a lot, but I felt so stable, so strong. I could have gone for a 4th rep as well. I felt good. But then the next set with 225 for a double was brutal. That was difficult as hell. But I got everything I wanted, so I'm happy. I mean, I don't want to increase any reps or anything like that on the regular deadlifts because I'm already being aggressive with the band work. I will only play with one of these at a time. So right now, this workout, I managed to progress, add something to band resistor work, so I wasn't going to do it on deadlifts as well. Now next workout, I might switch that up. I might make the 220 into a double, but I don't think so. I want to keep the deadlifts to what deadlifts are and then keep the band resistor work and focus on that for now. Okay, so about powerlifting gear, I just want to say that I've always been fascinated with gear training. And the only thing stopping me from putting on squat suits and experimenting with briefs even is my low bank balance and not having a full team training with me. I recently read Brian Carroll's article 5 equipped training tips. I'm going to link it in the description of this video and plus in my journal as well, and I thought it was a very well written article, and it would definitely intrigue someone like me who lifts raw, not even with a belt. I don't even use a belt. Although the Inzer Leviathan looks amazing, because if you guys see that equipment, you guys are going to be like, wow. I mean, it does look like a corset, but it seems so adjustable, and normally all this equipment detail stuff is so complicated, which weight category you fall into, and you might need to trim it down and blah blah blah. It seems really, really overwhelming for someone like me, but this piece of equipment looks amazing, and if I was to ever dabble in gear, I would just begin with some briefs. I think it'll be a cool lifting experience to work with gear, because as far as I understand, geared lifting is a different beast altogether, and it's a layer of complexity added to how I train right now, because the focus would be to get so good with my gear that I can use it to lift heavier. It's a different experience altogether. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate your love and support. Thanks a lot. I hope you're having a good week. Thank you.